Hello everyone, and welcome back to Soul Truth 1111. I hope you all are doing well. Sometimes I get on here and I say amazing souls, or welcome back amazing souls. But I was thinking, you guys are more than just amazing souls. You're amazing, human beings. So I just wanted to say I appreciate you. And I will be opening up the comments for this video, because this video is a mirroring video for the Divine Masculine and Feminine Collective Twin Flames. And I also have some cards for the energies, what the Divine Masculines are saying or helping the Divine Feminines with, and what the Divine Feminines are helping or saying to the Divine Masculines. Okay, so it's very positive reading, and I also have a Rumi card that I want to read that Spirit gave me. So that being said, let's go ahead and start. Like I said, this is a mirroring reading of both mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. And then I have a couple of overall cards as well. So to begin, this is what's being mirrored both with the Divine Masculine and Feminine energies current for Twin Flames. And this is Ten of Fire. This is burning away the old, releasing excess, or clearly ending things so that the new can come in. So this is decluttering, getting rid of anything that does not serve you anymore, releasing old patterns, old ways of thinking, old beliefs, karmics, old situations, maybe changing jobs. Whatever has held the journey back or the twin flames back is being removed. Spirit is really coming in and cleaning house, if you will. Whatever you no longer need, there's this feeling of letting go. There's no longer holding on to. This is being done so that Spirit can bring in what you deserve and what you have been waiting for, what you have been desiring to manifest. Again, this has to do with a lot of the Tower moments that have happened. So this is really just removing anything that is not for your highest good, so that what is for your highest good can come in for you. Let's see. This is also saying goodbye to emotions, relationships, or situations that no longer belong in your life. Okay, for both the Divine Masculine and the Feminine. They are mirroring this right now. This is happening in both the Divine Masculine and Feminine, or in the Divine Masculine and Feminine in both parts within them. Okay, so I believe this is, I'm taking each card as they are mirroring, and this is happening to both the Divine Masculine and Feminine as current energies. Okay, this is what's happening in this shift and the changes that are happening. There are major shifts going on, major changes, and as far as the intuition and psychic abilities being enhanced, questions being removed, clarity coming in, fears being completely removed, heart chakras beginning to open again, just Spirit is the universe is going through major shifts, and they're going to continue, but they're all positive and they're all for our highest good. Even some of the parts that shake us up and make us go within, it's all for our highest good as well. So the next mirroring card I have is Four of Air. This has to do with healing and going within, meditation, rest, and recuperation, quieting the mind so that you can gain clarity on what to do next, what is next for the journey, possible union, how to go about that. This is being mirrored in both the divine masculine and feminine right now, in the mental. Just gaining clarity and lots of self-care, coming back to self-care and unconditional love for self. Okay, this is, like I said, being mirrored by both divine masculine and feminine as well. All these cards, I'll tell you when I change what's happening with the cards, I'll let you know. This is the moon mirror card, and this is illusions and realizing that the current conditions are not necessarily reflecting what is really going on in the present. So basically what you see, or what you what it looks like is happening, is not the truth. Let me see if I can use an example. So let's say you see something on social media and it looks positive, or it looks like, you know, your divine masculine is going in a certain way and what have you. Spirit is saying that a lot of this is an illusion. That's just one scenario I just put out there, but there's a lot of healing going on, knowing what Spirit is working on behind the scenes, knowing that Spirit is working behind the scenes, and for your highest good. That's something, you know, that something exciting is happening, something is brewing, something beautiful is in the works. Knowing that Spirit is moving, even though you on the outside see it as stagnant or an illusion of something else. Spirit's saying that behind the scenes a whole different aspect is happening. So very encouraging. This is also knowing that the material world, like I was saying, is an illusion. So just going, Spirit is really diving deep in healing the divine masculines and feminines and giving them clarity right now. Okay, the third eye chakra and all the senses are being heightened right now by the divine, so that both counterparts can be guided divinely into the destiny that they're meant to live. So this is also, like I said, reflecting healing, and not necessarily reflecting what is really happening on the outer side, but you will know intuitively what is happening on the inner side. Okay, Ten of Earth. This is a mirroring card. What's happening, current energies again, and this has to do with material abundance. This has to do with mastery, financial security, inheritance of wealth and or knowledge. So what I'm getting from this is that manifesting, the divine masculines and divine feminines are manifesting, and it's going to start happening in a rapid pace. The more that we let go, the more that we align with the divine, both counterparts, this will, even unions are going to happen in rapid speed. Whatever your intents were, or whatever you put into the universe to as your desire to manifest, that aligns with spirit, is going to come in quickly. Financial security, just abundance of the manifestations of the seeds that you've sown for a very long time in both the divine masculine and feminine. This is being mirrored, okay, in the mental. Okay, now we're moving on to the physical, and physical mirror cards to what the divine masculine and feminine are mirroring. And we have love. What I'm getting from this is a oneness, reflection of one another's love in spirit, reflection of each other and seeing each other's love, and then also spirit's love being reflected through both the divine masculine and feminine to each other. These are all positive cards, and which is it's a good sign, because what that's saying is that what's being mirrored to both the divine masculine and feminine, what they are mirroring together, are positive. So it's not they're mirroring love, which is, they're mirroring self-love and unconditional love. This is giving and receiving abundant love, this card means. So this is lining up with spirit and unconditional love. This is a card that brings you into union when you align with this. So that is a very, very positive card and positive sign of mirroring right now. Especially in the times where, like I said, these shifts that are happening are going to rapidly change many of your lives, like forever, in beautiful, positive ways. Okay? Some things are just going to be changes that you'll just have to, weather, and then, but they will set you up. They're on part of your divine journey to set you up into where you need to be. Okay? Next we have is another physical mirroring card, the Hierophant. What I'm getting from this is committed to spiritual growth or spiritual practices, that's very positive. This is being mirrored. Seeking spirit or God for answers. Having a heart of gratitude and commitment to being co-creators, and knowing life will work out in wonderful ways. Life works out in wonderful ways. This also means marriage. The commitment of marriage and exchanging of vows. So first we have love in the physical, and now we have the Hierophant, which is spirituality, gratitude, co-creating, in wonderful ways, and then marriage and exchanging of vows. So both are wanting this union. Both are wanting to be committed. Both are wanting to be together. They're both seeking answers through spirit, and doing those practices that, whether it's meditation or seeking out other ways to uplift their vibration, to hear from spirit, or just being quiet and still to listen, or praying. Both the divine masculine and feminine are doing this right now to find answers and to be led in the right direction on what to do. So this is a very positive, right after the love card and what I've already read so far with healing and just the Ten of Fire, and then the Four of Air. These are beautiful cards. Next we have in the physical, the Queen of Water, a mirroring card again. Compassion, emotional security, generosity. This is self-love and self-care as well. So a lot of unconditional love is being given to themselves, for the divine masculine and divine feminine. They're coming into being healers of themselves even, and healers of each other, so that they can ultimately become healers of the collective, the world. So that's our mission, our journey. That's why we're on this journey, to learn the unconditional love of the divine. And this is so beautiful how this is coming out. I love doing these mirror readings because they really show how the divine masculine and feminine are working together, not just how they're working apart. And right now it's showing some beautiful, beautiful signs and synchronicities of love and unconditional love of the divine. Okay, next we have the Ace of Water. A beautiful card again, unconditional love, overflowing abundance, the fertility of love, just being pregnant with love, being overflowing with love, this unconditional love, just ready, unconditional love for yourself and for your divine masculine or feminine. This is what's being mirrored right now. This is what came out in the cards in truth. This is what I asked for. And this is just beautiful. Shining brilliantly, the light of love to the world. And that knowing that all possibilities are available to you. Both are knowing this. Nothing is holding them back. It's like all of a sudden the shift has happened and a breakthrough. A breakthrough has happened. Or is happening to many divine masculines and feminines, because this is what's being mirrored. So what I'm feeling is that those of you that are watching this could be the ones that are coming into, getting close to coming into this union. Within, this month or the next 3 months. I'm just really feeling this strong. We're going into the mirroring emotional. Okay, so first card we have is Nine of Air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilled prophecies, and sleepless nights. So this is emotional. But I believe they're coming out of this. This has been a place that has been a lot of questioning, but because they're both seeking and staying in this unconditional love, I believe that they're going to come out of this. They were expecting the worst, and they were operating in these self-fulfilling prophecies, like self-sabotage. they were marrying this. And some can still be. But I'm feeling they're coming out of it as they continue on in this unconditional love and this healing. They will come out of this mirroring, and the self-fulfilling prophecies will be of love and unconditional love and of union and everything beautiful, not everything negative. Okay, so let's see what we have next. We have the Eight of Water. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, and spiritual and emotional growth. So what I'm getting from this is the spiritual and emotional growth, and moving on from the sleepless nights and being up worried and kind of like this self-sabotaging way of thinking, the negative self-prophecy, the end of that, desire to move on from that, wanting positivity, wanting a new change, wanting this unconditional love. The search for that meaning is over, that where that lies now. And spiritual and emotional growth. This is emotional card. So, and there's a lot of water here. So, yeah, Spirit is moving them on from this place of self-sabotage, where now they're going to be mirroring this unconditional love that's happening in the mental and physical. It's also in the emotional. Okay? There's growth happening in all areas, and it's being mirrored. So, next we have the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. This is what's happening emotionally and spiritually and mentally and physically. Both are still going within, finding those answers. But I think everything's turning positive. It's going from negative into positive. Because Spirit is shedding light on some questions that needed to be answered. So, as the Divine Masculine and Feminine come into more trusting and having faith in the Divine and this journey, and their unconditional love towards each other, they will mirror everything that is positive. So there's self-discovery here. This is, they're both kind of in the hermit mode. But they're also feeling each other in this hermit mode. It's like they're both allowing each other space and time, if you will, knowing that this needs to take place and this healing has to take place because they know they're getting close to being together. This is what I'm feeling. There's no more of a fight or a bickering. Why aren't you with me? Or why? There's just a piece of knowing that both need to heal, and when it's the right time, I'm right here. There's only an illusion of separation. You're never really separated. You're always together. Okay, 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life, successful completion of a project. This is also the 1111 card oftentimes. This is celebration and the contentment and peace and abundance that comes with fulfillment of your dreams and your goals. So that's why it's also called the 1111 card, because it's the four of fire, which is 4 of wands, and representing the 1111, and also representing a happy home life, which is union. Okay, coming into union. So I believe the hermit modes are to make ready for union for many, just as the mental and the physical were stating marriage vows and Hierophant. This too is getting ready for union as well. Next emotional mirroring card we have for the divine masculine and feminine are express your love. Go ahead and make that romantic gesture. If you love them, let them know. They love you too. It's beautiful. Okay. Next one we have for the divine masculine and feminine mirroring is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So this could be going on a vacation or a retreat together, or individually to do final healing or resting, or that self-growth, that self-love. But whatever way you look at this, it's getting ready for union. So what I'm feeling is, for many of you, it could be together. Okay, this could be like a type of honeymoon, or a type of, because the Hierophant came and wedding vows was also there, exchanging of. And then we have the retreat after expressing your love. And then we have the 1111 card. This could be a honeymoon of some type. Okay? Because we are at summer, and these cards are screaming love. Absolutely. Okay, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you are in union and you do go on that retreat, you will definitely be exploring your romantic feelings. Okay? But that can still happen in the 5D and together anyway. Okay. Another thing that they're mirroring or desiring is a heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly discuss feelings with each other. So both the divine masculine and divine feminine are desiring, or this will be taking place with it, between the two. But they're mirroring this as well. They have a lot to say to each other, and a big desire to do so. Okay, moving on to the spiritual. We have foundation and achievements. This is also the which one is this? The 4 of wands. This is like, yeah, it's the 4. Oh, where is it? This is the happy home. These are basically saying the same thing right here. And they're both in the emotional space and the spiritual. Okay, so yeah, these are saying the same thing. So contentment, peace, abundance, a happy home life, successful completion of a project. Yeah, this is the happy home life. They're both mirroring this in the spiritual and emotional. They're both desiring this. Doesn't get more beautiful than that. And it's twice. And this is 1111 card here. So we may be having some unions soon, guys. Have patience with yourself first and with others. It's very important to have patience with ourselves and mirror that to our divine masculine or feminine. This is being mirrored. Patience is being mirrored. Understanding, grace is being given. And it's been a long process, but Spirit is really in this right now. Allowing each other to grow spiritually and emotionally heal. Waiting on Spirit to hear from Spirit, being patient. There's a seed in the man's hand, and then comes up a flower. Or is it a woman? I don't know. They're wearing a hat, but it takes patience for a seed to grow. And it takes patience in this journey to, when you're awakened or when you have done your healing work or are, and then you're waiting for the other party, the divine masculine or feminine, to do his or her growth and healing. This takes patience, and sometimes there's a lot of bumps in the road, but we need to remember to stay patient and stay in that unconditional love. That's being mirrored right now. The next card we have is Stand Your Ground. This is also being mirrored, and this means going through challenges but staying strong. Okay, having courage and guidance by Spirit to stay strong and stand on your core values and beliefs. Going through, being tested. I feel like in many ways, Spirit is even testing us in our growth. Are we healed? Are we ready? Do we have unconditional love? We're being tested in these areas. And Spirit is saying, stay strong in your core values and your beliefs, knowing that you'll have the victory in the divine, in God. God will give you the victory as you stand your ground. Okay? But yeah, there's a lot of this happening before the unions. There's a lot of this going on right now. Being tested by environments, by other people, by just, Spirit is just gaining, giving us the victory in many areas as we see where, how do you know that you have grown or that you have developed in an area unless you are tested in it? You don't. You don't know if you can do a job well unless you, can pass some training and do it well. So this card is saying that you're being tested. Stand your ground. Stand on your beliefs. Trust in me, Spirit says. And I will bring you through this victoriously. Both divine masculine and feminine. You will be tested. Okay, you are being tested, and it's being mirrored. Okay, in other words, it's happening in both the life of the divine masculine and feminines. Next we have conflict and defeat. What I feel from this is we're coming out of this conflict and defeat. The divine masculine and divine feminines are coming out of this. They're not mirroring the conflict and defeat, they're mirroring coming out of that. And they are coming out of this because of the divine, the strength from the divine and the strength from each other. The unconditional love that is being shown by one or both of the divine masculine or feminines is helping or are helping the other to come out of this. Okay, so the mirroring is helping your divine masculine or feminine come out of this conflict and defeat, which is beautiful. How do I know that? Because before that we have the stand your ground and be patient and foundation and family life. We have all this stand on your core beliefs and your core values. And then we have this, we have this strength and this patience and this endurance, and then we're mirroring this conflict and defeat. But because we are patient and we're standing our ground and we know our core beliefs, we know who we are, and we know what we're asking spirit for, we know deep in our heart what we desire, we're able to pull our other half up out of this conflict and defeat because we're solid. We're standing on solid, solid ground. We're standing your ground. So in patience. And this conflict and defeat cannot stay like that. So that is leaving, and the third eye chakra is being very much open, very much more sensitive right now. This clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition is abundantly growing or being enhanced, moving to higher levels of consciousness. And this also works closely with the throat chakra and the crown chakra, so for guidance. So all of these are very much working together at this time. With all the shifts and all the changes and everything that's happening right now, the divine is enhancing all of these abilities. The intuitive abilities, the clairvoyance, the clairaudience, clairsentience. Everything is being enhanced as these downloads happen. And these shifts occur with the planets aligning and the new moon. This is what's being mirrored so that the divine masculine and feminine can know the truth, that they can have clarity on what the divine wants them to do. This is why that they're in the emotional, there was sleepless nights and there was this self-sabotage type of thing, and this conflict and defeat, because this needed to happen. But before this is happening, both the divine feminine or divine masculine, one was helping the other. Okay, that's why mirroring is so important, that we stay in unconditional love so that we can mirror those things that will help our counterpart, right? Okay, so the overall cards are King of Water, trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice, clarity work. So The overall cards of mirroring are that both hearts are staying open and opening their heart and mind and trusting, you know, and seeking advice. Trusting and wanting clarity, gaining clarity by the divine, and seeking out trustworthy advice for moving forward. Okay. This could even be asking God. This could be prayer. Okay, unity. Traditional viewpoint or methods, spiritual organization. Seek out methods and like-minded friends. So this has to do with the same thing. The divine feminines are really coming together as a strong foundation of unity, like a really divine feminines are really supporting each other right now, in a big way, where they may have sometimes said I'm too busy, or I got they might have not been open. The divine feminines are open right now to assisting and helping the other divine feminines on this journey, and there's great unity. This is also seeking out clarity and having an open mind and heart to what the divine is guiding, and seeking out spiritual organizations or methods, or mentors, like-minded people, like-minded twin flames. So these cards are basically saying the same thing: staying open and seeking out strength to move forward in this journey, which could be even watching the videos, it could be reaching out for readings, it could be praying and waiting on spirit for synchronicities or answers, which is also here, which I also spoke about. But this is the Ace of Fire, and expecting new opportunity. Oh, an exciting new opportunity. Career advancement, change your life now. So what I'm getting from this, that opportunities are going to come out of the blue. Amazing opportunities. Opportunities that will blow your mind, that will just career advancements. The things that you have set your intentions for, that you've waited for, and then you sorry, but Spirit just touched me very strong. Yes. The things that you have set your intentions for and have waited for, but you've looked at it in the material realm and said, but there's no way. It's been too much time. Maybe that was it for me. Maybe I asked for something too big. You didn't ask for something too big. What I'm getting from this card is that Spirit is about to open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you will not have room enough to receive, for your patience, your dedication, your heart, your unconditional love, for your giving, not giving up, for your grace, for your gratitude. Stay patient. Divine masculines, divine feminines, stay patient. Keep your eyes on spirit, stay in your unconditional love, and stay in your innocence, and watch spirit move. Exciting new opportunities are happening. Focus upon the divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. Okay, the divine is wanting us to focus on our health, whether it's eating, working out, getting out and about, getting out of the house, being around positive energies that raise our vibration. Okay, that's changing as well. Within us, we're having a desire to not be around negative energy. In fact, what we used to be able to tolerate, we cannot tolerate anymore. It needs to change. It's like, it's it's just really like, you know, I gotta leave the other room or I gotta leave the building, you know? But this is being mirrored as well. So, yeah, the divine masculines and feminines are both being spoken to by the divine to work on their health, to change eating habits, to change codependent patterns or negative patterns or way of life into positive things that will be mirrored positively and will better your health. Okay? Next we have trust and believe, or believe and trust. This is Archangel Michael. Before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. Trust, or believe and trust that the divine is in this and will work all things out for your highest good. These are being mirrored as well. Trust and believe. Okay, now for the last cards, I have what the divine feminines are helping or assisting the divine masculines with, and what the divine masculines are assisting or helping or wanting to say to the divine feminines. Okay, so first I'll start with the divine masculines, what they are saying or feeling or wanting to say directly to the or mirroring to the divine feminines currently in current energies. Okay, this is innocence coming from a place of pure love, an open heart for love, and a freeing of ulterior motives. Okay, so ulterior motives are being removed. There's what's happening is there's a clearing of the mindset or the way they view the divine feminine or within themselves or both. But fear is being removed concerning alternative motives. This is also means cherishing or reminiscing or cherishing happy memories together. So the divine masculines may be thinking about the divine feminines when everything was beautiful and they were close and they spent time together, and they're missing that because they're healing and they're feeling this emotions and this this coming back to innocence and this pure love and an open heart, and this fear of alternative motives is disappearing. So they're like, I want what we had. I want that home back. I want us back. I want this. This is what the divine masculines are saying to the divine feminines. I want a home with you. I want a life with you. I want to exchange vows with you. I want to do everything with you. Okay. This is what the divine masculines are mirroring to the divine feminines. Okay. This is another card that the divine masculines are mirroring to the divine feminines. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. They're wanting to work on their partnership and they don't want you to give up. They want you to give this a chance. They're saying, give us a chance. I know I've failed you in the past, but I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm coming into this unconditional love for myself that I haven't had. And I want this. Sorry if I get emotional over here. I'm feeling these cards. I'm just feeling them. Okay. I hope you guys are feeling them too. So, next we have the divine masculine mirroring to the divine feminine. Is love begins. This is basically they're pouring out their heart to the divine feminine. This is what they want. They're tired. They don't want to fight no more. They want this. They want this place where there's no more fear. There's no more alternative motives. There's just unconditional love, peace, contentment, happiness, the happy home life, children. They want this with the divine feminine. This means overflow with joy, happiness, and positive feelings. New love rekindled. Past issues resolved. A new devotion, forgiveness, and moving forward towards love. The divine masculines are moving forward towards love, in love. They're mirroring this to the divine feminines. If you don't feel it, you will be feeling it very shortly. Most of you. The divine is really, really moving and shifting in the divine masculine's life. They are understanding their emotions. They're understanding the journey. They're starting to really awaken to their own intuition. They're wearing their heart on their sleeve and pouring out of overflowing of their emotions. This is happening by the divine. This is like almost not even in their control anymore. They're just overflowing with this now. Where they can't hold it back. Where they nothing else, there's no other direction and they know it. And because they're so overwhelmed with this love, all they desire and see is this. This is just, I want this. It's almost like what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is like a little kid in a store bouncing up and down for like a lollipop or a certain toy, like in excitement, bounce, 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 bounce. Just ecstatic with this overflowing of love, because they want this, and it's beautiful. I don't know. I don't know why I'm seeing it like that, but I am. I guess because of the innocence. This, this is what I'm saying. Just just, just really, really innocent and beautiful. Okay, next we have the material harvest. This is mirroring the divine masculine, mirroring to the divine feminine. What you sow, you reap. A harvest of what you really deserve, or you rightly deserve. Enjoying security and the harvest of all that you've worked for. Completion of a project and a time to celebrate. The divine masculines are feeling this about the divine feminines as well. They are feeling that they want to give you what is owed to you. They want to give you, divine feminines, what you've sown. They want to give you what you rightly deserve. They want to celebrate with you the completion of projects in their life, or even not the completion of this journey, because we never complete, but even coming like a union. But I'm really feeling that the divine masculines want to give back to their divine feminines. They're mirroring this to you. They see you as the divine feminines. They see you as the empress. Okay, we're moving on to the divine feminine and what she is mirroring, how she is helping the divine masculine at this current time. Okay, the first card we have is this, the solar plexus chakra. And the divine feminines are mirroring the inner feelings of vitality, excuse me, willpower, self-esteem, and confidence. So the divine feminines are very strong within themselves right now, and strong as a unit of the divine feminines. They are strengthening each other. This is being mirrored back to the divine feminines in the aspect of you can do it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. This willpower, this self-esteem, this self-love, this self-confidence is making the divine feminine or divine masculines believe in themselves and know and become that. So they're reflecting this solidness, this they're standing their ground in their confidence, in their self-esteem, in their willpower, in their vitality, in their self-love and commitment to their beliefs and core values. And this is transferring to the divine masculine and causing a change in him by the divine. Okay? Which is amazing. I might do this. Okay, next we have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. The divine feminines have freed themselves. Many of them are not codependent anymore. There might be some, but many of them are coming out of that. And they are releasing all control. There is no fear anymore. There is only self-esteem and this willpower and vitality, self-love and confidence, which is again being mirrored to the divine masculine, which is strengthening the divine masculine. He is no longer being held back by fear. Okay, or these alternative motive thoughts. He's about hearing from the divine right now and about ready to launch. okay, launch forward. That's what's happening, because the divine feminines are so strongly radiating the divine God and the true destiny for the divine masculine within the divine feminine, that it's causing change in him. He's seeing it, he's believing it, he's seeing the divine. He cannot no longer deny what the divine's doing in his life, and the synchronicities in his life, and the truth that he's been shown. And he or she, take those as they resonate, each card, okay? Because the divine feminine or masculine cards can be either or gender. It's a spirit, it's the energy of the divine masculine or feminine, okay, within the individual. So, but when I'm speaking about the divine feminine to divine masculine, I'm referring to divine masculine as being male, and then divine feminine as being female. But it's not necessarily that way. It can relate to you as energy, because we both, as being one soul in two bodies, we both carry the divine masculine and feminine energies within us. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to mean. So this is being mirrored to the divine masculine and strengthening him to let go of his fears, let go of the alternative motives, and he's ultimately doing it. Okay. The divine feminines are spiritual strength, they're staying in their spiritual strength. Okay, their intuition, their third eye chakra, their crown chakra, their heart chakra, are all the chakras are majorly busting open right now, with clarity, with just complete energy, all for your highest good. And what's happening is that all the changes that are positive that are happening in the divine feminine are being transferred to the divine masculine. He's seeing a tremendous change in the divine feminine, and he's seeking spiritual awakening or enlightenment or knowledge or growth as well. He's meditating. He's wanting to hear from the divine as well, because he knows that he's seen you be directed. He's seen you change. He's seen spirit work in your life and the transformation. So, and synchronicities spirits brought into his life after the towers. So this is aligning with both their spiritual aspects in their life and destiny. So the divine feminine is really being an inspiration to the divine masculine right now, in many ways. Okay, next, the divine feminine is sending out to the divine masculine sacral chakra, and this is emotions, desires, creativity, and sexuality. Okay, this has to do with turning your actions of creativity and joy and passions of love into life. So whatever you love and whatever attracting the creativity and joy and passions and love, attracting that into your life. And the divine masculine is being attracted to that as well. And that is, he's picking up on this as well, is what I'm saying. He's picking up on the divine feminine's emotions, desire, the creativity, the sexuality. They're both mirroring this. So she is also helping him to feel his emotions, helping him to be creative again. And they're sharing these aspects. Also, desires are becoming one, and the sexuality, desires, and passions, even passions for life, okay? Passions in life. So, okay, so that's what's being mirrored to the divine feminine to the divine masculine, and vice versa. The last card I have is a Rumi card, and it's Let Love Transform. This was the card for today, and I'm going to read it, so bear with me. Oh boy. It says I have 4 minutes. I am going to pause this video and read this card in the next video by itself, so that I don't run out of time. I don't know why this camera keeps doing this, but it did it yesterday too, and there's nothing on there. So I hope this reading has been a blessing to you. If you want to hear the Rumi card reading, it will be in a separate video after this video. I wish you all much blessings, love, and light. If you would like a personal reading with me, please feel free to look in the description box, and I can do that for you. I would love to do that for you. Have a beautiful weekend and a beautiful day. Remember to stay in your innocence. Know that everything you do is mirrored to your divine masculine or feminine. You are one soul, and it's a beautiful thing. So, continue to make that beautiful in all that you do. Look forward to the Rumi reading, okay? Blessings, love, and light to you all. Bye.